tell me about the challenge of staying ready so you don't have to get ready, as a backup?
Yeah, obviously, you always one play away, especially as a quarterback. You never know when that opportunity will present itself. And back in 2011, when I got drafted, I tried to challenge myself to have the same mindset. That was the first time that I had to sit. I started as a freshman in high school, started early in college. But I challenged myself each and every day to prepare like a starter because you never know when an opportunity will present itself, like I said. And the main thing is you don't want to obviously let your team down, but you want to prove to yourself that you're capable of doing what you know you can do. And that's been the mentality since day one of my time in the NFL.
How have you balanced, especially over the last few years? Like, you obviously want to play, but you also, everybody says you're a really good teammate and backup and all that stuff. Like, how much do you embrace that role while also like staying ready?
I embrace it. God has a plan for everyone. Obviously, you want to be out there playing, but there's other ways that you can affect the team in a positive way. And as I sit and wait my time for the opportunity to present itself, I can't be a bad teammate. I can't sulk in or what if or what should happen. The reality of it is that I have to be in the moment, and I've learned to be more vocal over the years. I think as a quarterback, eyes are always on you. So how you are when you're up, when you're down, when things aren't going your way, is a reflection of your character. So I've never been one to, I guess, question why my time isn't right then or right now. It's more so just prepare myself for whenever it does happen that I make the most of it.
Tyler, you have a new offensive coordinator, and you missed the preseason as you were recovering from the knee surgery. How have you managed to still be prepared for this situation, given the fact you haven't had as many reps as you would have in years past?
Yeah, obviously a lot of mental reps. I know you guys didn't see me on the field, but I missed one day away from the facility after my surgery. Other than that, I was here every day. I sat in every meetings or every meeting. Wasn't being able to be out on the field for practice or walkthrough, but I was in every meeting. Obviously talking with Justin, Brady, Adrian at the time, but also communicating with Coach London, Tanner, AG, still talking through situations just as if I was on the field because I knew when the time did come, whether it was to support Justin as the number 2 role or to be out there leading the guys, that I had to be ready. And with me missing training camp, I took those reps and that mental preparation serious because I couldn't do anything physically.
What's the key for you guys establishing an early rhythm against a very aggressive defense?
Being balanced. Obviously, our first game on the road, great communication up front, ball out from a quarterback perspective, let guys catch and run. And just staying composed and poised under the pressure. We know they're an aggressive defense, but we have to continue to be balanced in our attack and continue to establish our DNA.
Todd Bowles has been known as a blitzing type of defensive coach. Do you expect him to do even more because you're coming in and you haven't played a lot?
I wouldn't say any more. I think that's just their makeup. I think you have to go into that game expecting pressure because that's just the DNA of their team. We have to, and we've already started to put a plan together for that. And it's up to us to go out and execute it on Sunday.
With the team being 0-2, the fan base is starting to get a little antsy, and now you coming into that situation against a really good opponent, what kind of pressure do you feel?
No other pressure than any other game. I'm as confident as ever in the guys within this locker room. We know we're facing a very good team, but I have all the belief and faith in the guys in this locker room that we can get the job done.
Does your mentality change? I mean, I know you always prepare to start, but since you've been here, you've only come in towards the end of games. Does anything change when you know you're starting?
No, and I think that's the challenge when you're not playing or when you're not penciled in as the starter, is to still attack the week with the same intensity as if you're going to start. I would say the last thing that you want to do, and I tell a lot of the young quarterbacks that I train in the summer in my quarterback academy, that whether you're the 1 or the 2, you should prepare the same way. The last thing that you want to happen is you get called up to a position that you're not ready for mentally. I don't think there's any change.
Where's your academy? Is that back home in
Back
Virginia?
home, yeah, Hampton, Virginia.
What is it like being in so many different offenses as a quarterback and you try to process sometimes. Wait, that was in Buffalo. That was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was with the Chargers. Like, what's the mental challenge like being in so many different systems?
I wouldn't say there's any challenges at this point. Obviously, when you get a new offense, it's just forgetting old verbiage. A lot of the concepts have some carryover to it. Obviously, some coaches, some offensive coordinators are unique in their own way, but there's a lot of similar concepts with a few different wrinkles. So it's just about learning new terminology and forgetting old ones. But in the same breath, it's also having familiarity with a concept and only having to just forget a word. It kind of gives me, I think, an advantage as far as learning the offense in the spring. So I don't look at it as a challenge.
You were in Cleveland when Baker first started. What's it like seeing him now having the success he's having in Tampa?
Happy for Baker. He's a competitor. Haven't caught up with him much since we parted ways in Cleveland, but always watching from afar. Proud of the way he's been able to handle himself and the way he's carrying the Tampa Bay team and just his success over the years.
How much of an advantage is it for you knowing from the get that you're going to be starting this week, that there's no uncertainty, that you had the full week of reps with the ones?
Obviously, that helps when it comes to just getting on the same page with the guys, speaking the same verbiage, and having them have an idea of what I'm thinking on certain plays. But that's the reality this week. But I would say that even in other weeks, I still communicate with those guys a lot. Obviously, I'm seen as one of the older guys on the team, so whether I'm QB1, QB2, or anything, like, guys always come and converse with me and try to bump ideas off. But this week is unique in itself. I get a chance to actually spend that time on task with those guys on the field and getting on the same page.
And speaking to some of your teammates, a lot of them talked about having confidence in you. Your head coach talked about he wouldn't want another quarterback in this position. How does it make you feel? And how is that to you going out there with more confidence?
It means a lot. Obviously, I have all the confidence in myself, but to know that the guys in the locker room have the same belief, it's just about us going out there and executing. No one in this locker room lacks confidence. We all believe in one another, and I appreciate their support, but I'm the biggest supporter of them. So just looking forward to going out and competing on Sunday.
Going through the tape now, how did you see that you guys are doing wrong, I guess, that you need to fix for this week?
Just more population to the ball, making sure we all wrap up, make tackles. I think on 8 touchdowns or on 8 explosive plays, it came from missed tackles. So that's definitely one of the things for sure.
Saw you guys came out of that game with a couple injuries to the secondary. I guess just for the guys that might need to step up, how comfortable are you in your depth in the secondary?
I mean, we got to get it done by any means. No excuses. So I don't got no choice but to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
More population to the ball. Do you feel that was lacking in this past game?
I'm not going to necessarily say that, but that's just emphasis, making sure we all run into the ball by any means.
So it's obviously the defense hasn't played where you want it to be the first 2 games through the season. Do you feel any extra pressure knowing that you're going to the backup quarterback, that Justin won't be out there, or the defense needs to step up in this game against the Bucs?
Oh, so you talking about Tyrod? I mean, Tyrod been playing this game for a minute, so we always go against him in practice. So we know he's more than capable of getting the job done. So we're not thinking no drop off. That's not our mentality. The coaches believe in Tyrod. Us as players, we believe in Tyrod, and we know he's a confident guy, person, confident player. So us and our expectations on defense is just our expectations on defense, no matter what the offense situation is. We don't want to be giving up a lot of points. You know what I'm saying? That's regardless. So we confident in him, and we got to just execute on defense regardless.
How frustrating has that been, though, to give up so many points? And now you got Baker Mayfield, and the power that he presents for a defense.
I almost dropped my phone. It's definitely frustrating for sure. Giving up, 60-some points? 2 games is crazy. So it's definitely frustrating. And we got to fix that for sure.
So what problems does he present, though?
He presents a lot of problems. He's very decisive. He trusts his receivers. And I was watching the game. He could do it with his legs too. You know, so he's just like a savvy quarterback, savvy player for sure. And he's more athletic than I think people give him credit for. So.
What are your thoughts, takeaways on Evans as a receiver?
I mean, he's been in the league for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch him back then. So, you know, it's just a great opportunity for me to be able to go against somebody like him. You know, but yeah, he's been doing it for a minute and at a high level too. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that.
What about the other receiver, Ibuka, as well?
Oh yeah, he's been doing this thing too. Obviously, he's a rookie, but so I haven't seen too much of him. But what I have seen from him, like, I mean, I ain't trying to tilt Garrett Horn, but like he went to O State, so I feel like they always got some guys that come out of there for sure, like every year. So, you know, obviously I'm not surprised by this early success that he's been having. He a dog, so I guess Garrett gonna say that's because he went to O State. So, you know, so yeah.
So is there? I mean, you always want to win. But is there more urgency at 0-2? You guys kind of feel that of like, got to get this thing going.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because of all the work we put in, you know. I feel like it's definitely a bit more emphasis on us as a defense, especially coming off a game against like Pittsburgh, where it's like we feel we should have won, and then we play Buffalo, and then it's not even that close. So it's definitely an emphasis for sure, and just not thinking about just us. Like we got AG, somebody who played, so. You know, it's no more victories when it comes to us as players, nor him. So, you know, we got to do what's best. Like, we got to do everything we got to do for us as players and for the coaches. So, we all got the same goal and everything like that. So, it's definitely an emphasis for sure. It was an emphasis after week 1, you know. So.
What's Wilkes been like this week? Do you sense more urgency out of him?
He always got urgency, you know. He's a guy that's the opposite of quiet in meetings, you know. So, he always got urgency. He always tells exactly what he wants, and it's up to us, like, as players to execute it, you know. So I don't think that's nowhere near the problem, his urgency, because the urgency is there, and that goes for, like, all the coaches. Us as players just got to execute it and play fast and communicate and have confidence in ourselves and each other. So.
You've gotten to know Tyrod the last couple of years. What can you tell us just on and off the field about him?
Oh, he confident. He confident for sure. Like I said, he a baller. Like we be calling him a hooper. You know, when he get on the field, he be hooping. Like find a way to march the offense up and down the field. You know, so